You want to be happy, right? I want to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. No one wants to live a sad life. No one wants to experience a sad story. Then, for most of people, happiness is equivalent to well-being or sense of contentment or sense of joy or sense of one's life being meaningful or one's life being worthwhile. Then why is it so hard to be happy? Why can we not just be happy? You can be a Christian and still be unhappy. You can know all the Bible verses about happiness and still be unhappy. Now, here's the secret to happiness. It is as simple as that. Being present. Every hour, every minute, every second, just being present. Living in the present. You have to stop believing or saying that you will be more happier when you will have this and that, or saying or believing that you were happier when you had this and that, and just live in the present. Go through the current trials or current success and just living in the present. Now, let me read something for you from C.S Lewis. I am reading chapter 5 of the Screwtape Letters, a devil's diabolical advice for the capturing of the human heart. So, it's page 16, if you have this booklet. I love this booklet because it gives you an insight of how the devil captures a human heart. So, let's read. My dear Wormwood, I am delighted to hear that your patient's age and profession make it possible, but by no means certain that he will be called up for military service. We want him to be in the maximum uncertainty so that his mind will be filled with contradictory pictures of the future, every one of which arouses hope and or fear. There is nothing like suspense and anxiety for barricading a human's mind against the enemy. The enemy is God. He wants men to be concerned with what they do. God wants to be concerned with what we do. Our business, their business, is to keep them thinking about what will happen to them. Your patient will, of course, have picked up the notion that he must submit with patience to the enemy's will. What the enemy means by this is primarily that he should accept with patience the tribulation which has dealt out to him, the present anxiety and suspense. It is about this that he is to say, "Thy will be done." And for the daily task of bearing this, that the daily bread will be provided. It is your business to see that the patient never thinks of the present fear as his appointed cross, but only of the things he is afraid of. Let him regard them as his crosses. Let him forget that since they are incompatible, they cannot all happen to him, and let him try to practice fortitude and patience to them all in advance. For real resignation at the same moment to a dozen different and hypothetical fates is almost impossible, and the enemy, God, does not really assist those who are trying to attain it. Resignation to present and actual suffering, even where that suffering consists of fear, is far easier and is usually helped by this direct action. An important spiritual law is here involved. I have explained that you can weaken his prayers by diverting his attention from the enemy himself to his own state of mind about the enemy. On the other hand, fear becomes easier to master when the patient's mind is diverted from the thing able
from the thing feared to the fear itself, considered as a present and undesirable state of his own mind. And when he regards the fear as his appointed cross, he will inevitably think of it as a state of mind. One can therefore formulate the general rule: in all activities of mind which favor our cause, encourage the patient to be unself-conscious and to concentrate on the object, but in all activities favorable to the enemy, bend his mind back on itself. You see, the devil is about shifting our attention from God to ourselves, or to look for coming trials. You are here in the present, in 2020, today, but you live in your mind, you are 10 years ahead, and you are preparing yourself to face trials that will come maybe in 10 years. You're practicing patience for things that will only happen in 10 years. You see, so how would you be able to go through the present trials? Or if you are successful, living in the present. If you are with your friend and having a cup of tea, be there, and then you will be happy. We are looking for happiness in in special things. You can be happy with small things, but just when you are happy and you are living them, that's when you have happiness. I'm Judith. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something from it, and see you in my next videos. Thank you.